Hello, welcome. I hope everyone is having a great afternoon. I hope everyone had a lovely Labor Day weekend, a long extended weekend. I know we did. I just want to start off the stream by saying thank you to all of our fans who reached out to us, who sent us emails and texts asking if we're okay, because the Hurricane Ida was wild, and there were a bunch of tornadoes that rolled through, like literally 10, 15 minutes away from the office, and we're all okay. Some of us had like minor flooding, but everyone's has their health, and we got a roof over our head. Power was back this morning, so the office is in full operational mode. We know there was a ton of orders that came up or came in during Labor Day weekend. So the shipping department is really hard at work fulfilling all those orders, making sure we're getting caught up. So we thank you for your patience. We can't control the weather, but we're on it. And so today is our awesome retailer live stream. And we have a very special guest today. We have Wade from Wade's Comic Madness. So before I bring on Wade, who's in the backstage right now, very excited to talk with them. Let me explain what we're doing, especially this is your first live stream. So Zenescope has always appreciated all the brick and mortar comic book shops and hobby shops that have supported us over the years. Without comic book shops, we wouldn't be here. We wouldn't be 16 years old. They are the lifeblood of this industry. And because of this, we began these retail live streams, especially during COVID, to support these shops and retailers. So this week's guest is our beloved partner, Wade's Comic Madness. They're based in Levittown, PA. So they're basically like 45 minutes away from the office. They're pretty close. And half of the proceeds today from all you lovely Zenescope fans and buyers will go directly to Wade's Comic Madness. Again, supporting a great shop, supporting a great owner. For any comic book retailers who are looking to be featured on an upcoming retail live stream, or you have a shop you like to refer to be on one of these live streams, please contact our sales rep, the main man, Jason Condelis at JCondeelis or jcondelis at zenescope.com. And do you have any inquiries about the Zenescope Diamond Retailer Program? Like, how do I get my retailer to get some of these awesome books, like this amazing Paolo Pantalino cover that's right behind me? All you have to do is contact Jennifer at jbermel, that's jbermel at zenescope.com. So it looks like Wade's in the backstage. I think they're almost set up. So I'm just gonna give them some time to make sure they're all ready. But again, 50% of all of our proceeds today will go towards Wade's Comic Madness, an excellent shop. I personally go there a lot. You know, obviously during COVID, I haven't been there a while, but you know, it's one of my favorite shops. My main man Jeff in the shipping department referred me to Wade's, and they're a very good store. And for those who haven't ordered before, when we get to the sales segment, very easy to do. All you got to do, every single item has a specific item code. It could be book one, showcase one, metal one. All you got to do is write it down in the comment section, and we will take down your orders. The amazing Di, she's in-house, so she'll be taking down your orders. And if you have not ordered from us before, please email us at vcons, that's VCONS at zenescope.com. We need your name, email address, username, phone number, shipping address, all that information, because at the end of the stream, or like I guess the week after, we will send an email invoice with all of your purchases. And we can't send your email invoice if you don't have your email address. So please send us all your information, especially if you're watching us on YouTube or Twitch. If you're using a username or like an alias, we need your actual name. Send this to us our email address, vcons@zenescope.com. So we can actually cross-reference your name and we can actually send your order. Again, and if you have any questions remotely related to like the retail live stream or VCon or maybe the VIP event, maybe you haven't gotten your invoice yet, you have a problem with it, any and all VirtualCon related questions, please email us at vcons@zenescope.com. So that is about it for my housekeeping. I think I know Wade's in the backstage. Wade, if you can hear me, we are ready to have you on. So you can give me a thumbs up so we can go through and we can learn more about your amazing story. Oh, awesome. I got the thumbs up. So we're bringing on Wade's Comic Madness in 3, 2, 1. Oh, hello.
Howdy.
Hello. Look at this amazing Zenescope section. Hello. Thank you so much for being our special guest for today. Can you flip around so we can see your lovely face? And I know we want to let the people know why they should go to Wade's, because I'm very biased. I love your store. I've been there many times, and it's a great shop.
It's amazing.
Hello, sir.
How's it going? Let me get the Instagram angle. There you go.
Yes, there you go. You're a professional at this. How are you doing?
I've been doing it for 5 seconds already. I'm a pro.
You are a pro. You're a veteran at this. And first thing I gotta ask, were you okay in the storm? I know. Oh, and Ivan Tao's with you right now. So good. Were you okay in the storm? Because I know Hurricane Ida hit us pretty hard.
It did, yeah. Luckily, my house and the store in specific didn't have anything going on, but we lost water for a couple days. Then we had to boil it like the old the colonial times, you know. So that was like a throwback.
But
yeah, luckily no damage.
Great. It looks like morale is high. I love the energy and we're in your shop. So let's get people up to speed about how awesome your store is. And Wade has a close place to my heart. So I'm going to give a quick bio about Wade's Comic Madness. So you are a full service comic book shop featuring over 250,000 issues, ranging from classic gems from the 1960s to the hottest and latest comics today. And tomorrow, you have a wide array of collectibles that you can see in the background. You also have a very robust and fantastic gaming community, which is how I got introduced to you. So Wade, with that preamble, is there anything you want to add to the background or the history of your illustrious store?
I will. In fact, a little disclaimer. That bio was written by us probably about 10 years ago. So I think we've crossed the threshold of over 1 million comics in the store. If you ever come through what you see upstairs on the main floor, we do have 2 storage basements. One of which was the gaming stuff that we were doing previously. Had a little pause on that for, the pandemic fun, so to speak. But yeah, right now, lots of comics going on. There's almost room to walk, so I'll be able to give a little tour of the shop when you're ready. And yeah, other than you nailed it. We've been doing this forever. Did my first comic convention as a dealer in 1989. So yeah, I'm ancient. But it's, I guess, a labor of love, maybe. Brian says yes. So
you're not ancient, you're vintage. You're just like you're like a Detective Comics 27. You're like you're classic, but oh so valuable.
I'm Darkhawk #1.
Okay.
I'm joking.
Hell yeah.
All right.
That's awesome.
All right.
And so you've been in business for a while. So like what's a typical week at the store look like? And I guess spinning off of that, what has changed about the comic industry that's got you like really hyped, especially being in business for so long?
So a couple interesting things. One, hate to say, but I'm not at the store as much as I would like to be, or rather as much as I used to be. I like being not there. But, I get in when I can. I have a great team backing me up here. They take great care of stuff. So when I do come in, it's like if someone catches me and they're, they never met me before, they're like, "Are you the Wade?" And I'm like, "Well, it depends. Are you the bill collector?" So, but these guys taking real good care of everything. The utility is we get stuff in just about every day. It's insane how much product is coming out just by the hour practically, because not only do we deal with about 12 different vendors and distributors, but we're picking stuff up from customers like collections, trade-ins, uh, all sorts of stuff. So I love to buy. That's, I guess, my vice, which is hence the 1 million comics. So no, so a couple days, Monday, Tuesday, setup days, getting new shipments. Wednesday, selling the new stuff, including, mind if I switch over here?
Oh, go ahead. Yeah, yeah.
I'm
The
on,
platform is yours.
said, remember, expert level here. So can you hear me okay?
Yes.
All right, cool. So before I get to the actual tour, we have a wide variety of new stuff. So usually in our shop, the top 3 shelves are brand new this week. So this week, we have the new GFT number 51. And then last week we had a Robin Hood annual. And we get everything that you guys offer as much as we can. We're actually on the Diamond. We are platinum level retailer program member, so very elite there. I feel like it gives me some advantages in life. Like if somebody comes up to me anywhere, like the grocery store, wherever, and asks me to do something I don't want to do, I'm just like, platinum, baby, and I walk away.
Platinum. I got immunity.
Walk off. So that's the perks with membership. But yeah, we love your stuff. Always amazing cover art, and people are really digging the stories nowadays too. So
hell yeah. Yeah, like shout outs to Amber. Last week she did a special segment on NCW talking about the Robin Hood annual, the Swarm. And again, I gotta give Ivan Tao, that cover rocks so hard for issue number 51. We had him on as a special guest during the VIP event. So very, very talented individual. And yeah, amazing collection. We'll get to this to your virtual tour in just a second. What I also want to know about is, what do you enjoy most about the store and its community, especially if there's anyone in the neighborhood that stops by Pennsylvania? You gotta go. You gotta go to Wade's. What is so cool and unique about the store that you would love our fans to know?
So 2 things on that front. One, I really love when the next gen comes in, little kids. The industry's got to go on, and we're on a real good trajectory with that. Back maybe like 10, 15 years ago, it was like kids didn't care about comics. They had, Game Boys and everything else that'll make me sound old. A Switch. They had Switches, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So just a million things to keep their attention away from comics. But with all the movies, TV, all the content that's around nowadays, the new generation is pretty hyped about this stuff. So I feel like we're going to do all right.
That's amazing.
Little kids, nothing's better than a kid getting excited. Almost every day we have a parent bringing in, hey, this is Johnny's first time in a shop. So, we say, how much money you got, kid? No, just we love to give out free comics. I'll switch over. We had, am I back? There you go.
There you go. Yep.
Every year is Free Comic Book Day, and we give out extra comics on top of everything that we give out. So this is still going on. If people come in today, tomorrow, this week, we still have free books to give out, as well as the new 2021 Free Comic Book Day bags. So it's always a good time. So giving back is a big thing for us with the community-wise. We love to do charity stuff. I figure if we have a lot of people coming in for an event, they don't mind, kicking an extra buck or two for a donation jar, or we do charity raffles and auctions and things. For this particular Free Comic Book Day this year, we had to scale way back, so we weren't really able to do a lot of the stuff that we normally do. But in the past, we've done aside from, you know, Children's Hospital and St. Chris's and autism charities, pet, you know, centers or rescues rather, local people who needed help, you know, it's just always gratifying to do whatever we can to help people out. So
yeah, that's one of my favorite things about your store. You do a lot of charities. Actually, that's kind of how I got introduced to your store. So my buddy Jeff, set up a Dungeons and Dragons epic, and like proceeds were going. I forget which charitable organization it went to, but that happened. I know you did a charity back in June as well. So that, you know, I love how you give back to the community and do a lot of charities. That's very, very close and dear to my heart. So you know, props to you on that.
Thank you. My pleasure.
Yeah. And I also know, like, so, you know, besides all these charities and events, you know, obviously you scaled back gaming for now. One of the newer things I've been seeing on your Facebook page, you've been hosting weekly online auctions.
Mm-hmm.
What has been like the rarest and most iconic item you put up for sale in the auction so far?
Well, that's a funny story. Maybe not funny, tragic, I guess, but funny in a dark way. We auctioned off a Amazing Spider-Man 129, which is the first appearance of the Punisher. His little card there, and you know, I had picked it up recently in a collection. You know, think it would be a great idea to auction it off. So I have it out in front. We did a live auction at that point before COVID, so we had, you know, a bunch of people lined up at the shop, and I opened the book up, and there's a page cut out of the damn book.
Oh no!
And I was like, you know, felt like kicking the nuts. You can say kicking the nuts, right? Testicles.
Yeah, yeah. That's. I'm so sorry to hear that.
No, you know, it went for a couple $100, but it was like unbelievable. Just the air let out of the room as soon as that page came up. So that was I guess, funny / sad one. But you know, so those are the weekly auctions we do on our Facebook page, our main store page. But we have an auction group as well called Wade's Comic Madness Auctions, where we do daily auctions. So at 9:30 every night, they're finishing up, and we do claims numerous times, $5 books, $10 books. So never a day goes on where there's not something going on that group.
All right, cool. I'm so glad that you plugged your Facebook group. I'm gonna post a link to that in a second. So while I do this, how about we give our fans who are watching right now a quick virtual tour. Your store is huge. There's even a basement. Let's show the fans what to expect if they visit you in Levittown.
Awesome, great. So let me get on here again. I'm really getting good at this.
Yeah, such a professional. You're doing great.
Totally. Catch me soon on ABC News or something. Right, but I did come up with this. I thought it was fun. So we're doing a virtual tour of our nerd stuff. It's a nurtual tour. You like that?
Copyright it. Copyright that. That's right? Amazing. That's $1 billion idea.
At least a couple 100 cents. So yeah, like I said, this is the new this week wall. We have a huge shipments every week that, like, so much, just crazy amounts, hundreds and thousands of items come in every week. And you know, it's not just comics. We have toys, figures, gaming stuff. We don't carry video games. That's about the only thing we don't carry. There's Stan the Man. So yeah, I'll just do a real quick lap around. So, you know, we got stuff from the 1950s through the, you know, 19 whatever to yesterday to tomorrow. We do a lot of pre-orders, so I can literally say tomorrow. So yeah, and it goes from, we have dollar boxes of comics to, you know, $1,000 statues, stuff like that. More, you know, it's from 1989 vintage stuff. These look vintage, but they're new. Indie stuff, variant covers, whole array of statues, prop replicas, big guys, little guys, weird stuff.
Oh, look at that. That's awesome.
I'll just give a real quick breeze through just to give a good representation of the kind of stuff we carry.
You just have so much amazing stuff. You just get lost looking in your store. It's awesome. I love it.
Yes, sir. I wonder if I can hook these glasses up on the screen to give it. We'll try that next time.
Yeah. Next bad time, next bad channel. Or yeah, there you go.
That's when that happens again. That's our gaming stuff. So, you know, the basement is not in great shape right now. But so we got and there's we also, aside from the single comics, we carry as many Zenescope graphic novels as we can. This is the indie section, so anything that's not Marvel or DC goes in here. The Pops are still big somehow.
Pops are such a juggernaut. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's wild. Some manga, Star Trek stuff, whatever these are. Monster High. Why not? Sure.
Is that the Bratz Monster High or something? Yeah, who knows? A bit of flavor for everyone.
Exactly. Yeah. All ages reader section. Your kids comics.
Did I just see you pass by like a Mars Attack something? It's like a toy. Oh, it is. Hell yeah. I didn't know if you knew, but we're doing a movie club event later this month about Mars Attacks. So I was like, that's awesome. Funny. Hell no, yeah.
I didn't see that. It's not A, it's 4. And then, so this wall I'll give you a little shot of the cap section.
Oh my, I didn't even know you had a cap section. Whoa.
Well, we don't. There's a little sign on there that says Wade's Personal Collection. My sister got that for me years ago because people kept trying to bring things up. So it's kind of blocked off here. But yeah, that's kind of my thing. I've been collecting Captain America memorabilia since before it was cool.
There's so much Cap there. That's amazing. You should start a museum. That's awesome.
Yeah, it is my little nook of a museum. So it's not in terrible shape now. It used to be all disheveled, but I put a little time into it. So that's the stuff I'm collecting now. People are like, what comics do you collect? None right now, but a whole bunch of Cap stuff.
Cool.
But yeah, from this row all the way down through the entire shop is indie stuff A through Z. And I put all Zenescope stuff together. So whether it's GFT or Tales of Terror or Van Helsing, they all go on the same rack, just so people can see, kind of general interest that would go together there. People like to collect the different titles and all the different cover art.
Well, I'm seeing some great stuff from like Nelly and Ivan Tao, some Sun. You got it all. This is so. We gotta give it up for Wade for being such a huge supporter of Zenescope. I'm getting a time warning. Right. Wade, I'm so sorry to cut this short. No Wade, yes, before I let you go, one last word before speed run through the store. What do you want our fans to know as well before we have to make you some money? 50% of all our proceeds will be going to you. Oh, look at those sketch covers.
Little 10-second thing I was going to say to go along with your special. We're going to offer on our stuff 20% off all Zenescope items for the next week. So from today till next Monday, we will be doing, if you either do mail order or come in the shop, just let us know about that you saw the broadcast, and we will, take 20% off your purchase. So you got a $25 book that's down to $19.99 and so on. And yeah, we can, as many of the higher level ones as we can. Some nice stuff. Hit the boobies there. But yeah, we love getting your stuff and we love sharing it with people. So
perfect. Cool, so you heard it here first. 20% off deal at Wade's for. I just saw like so many hidden gems there.
Yes.
So check out Wade's. We'll put links in the show or in the chat, the comments. Wade, thank you so much for being our special retailer guest today. and we're going to make you some money. So
Cool.
Thank you so much for interviewing with us. You're great. And you have a great day.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Laters. All right. I've taken up enough time. I know Jason is ready to sell, and we are ready to make Wade some money. So without further ado, the Baron of Bucks, Mr. Jason.
What's going on there, kids? How you guys doing out there? I want to get right to it. First off, I have Diane with me. I have Amber with me. We have no roof in the house, is what I understand. We're gonna be rocking and rolling. I want you guys to know I did not wear my Eagle shirt on purpose to antagonize. I completely forgot we were in a stream.
Whatever.
All right. Well, what's funny is a young lady came in actually looking for some comic books today, and she was wearing an Eagles mask, and she started messing with Amber today too. It was a lot of fun, actually. We had this lady came in. She was looking for books for her son, so I gave her some free books, and she had the Eagles mask on. And then it came out.
She was so nice.
She was a sweetheart. All right, so let's get some new books. We're gonna do a couple new releases. I do not have Grim 51, as you guys were aware of, or I don't know if Chris told you, our power was out on Thursday and Friday last week, so we were unable to get the new book in. It should have came today, but probably will come tomorrow, which will be Grim 51. That was one of the ones I wanted to talk about today. We unfortunately do not have that book, but that's okay. I have two other books that I want to talk about. So the first book that I want to talk about is New Release 1. So if you're interested in buying New Release 1, first of all, I want to let you know it's $7.99. All right. You can get this signed by both Joe and Dave. So if you're going to buy New Release 1, you just put NR1A or NR1B, NR1C, or D. There's actually 4 different covers. And then again, also, if you want to have it signed, it would be signed by Joe and Dave. Joe is the writer, and then Dave would be the editor. All right, so what I want to do is I'll show you the Robin Hood Swarm. And again, there's 4 covers to this. Keep in mind, it's $7.99. The reason why it's $7.99 is it is a 70-page book. It's what we would call an oversized book. It has over 70 pages of content. It is our Robin Hood Annual. All right, so again, this is cover A. And again, cover A is by Al Barnuevo. All right, so if you're interested in cover A, just put NR1A. Larry, thanks for jumping in on all 4. Thank you, sir. So NR1, again, is this cover by Al Barnuevo, which to me is just an absolutely badass cover. Again, it's $7.99. Half of the proceeds go into Wade's. First of all, I want to throw a huge shout out to Wade's. Wade's is my comic shop that I go to. It's always my go-to shop. I always go there for Free Comic Day. I have not been able to, obviously, over the last 2 years, but I've been to Wade's easily 10, 15 times, I would say, probably in the time that I've been working for Zenescope. Wade is an absolutely fantastic guy. He is a 100% straight shooter. He's got a fantastic shop. So if you want to give him a call, if you want to look him up on Facebook and stuff like that, Wade is an absolutely fantastic guy to know. And he does have a large Zenescope section, as you can see. He didn't really get into some of the prints that he has of ours, too. He has a lot of 11x17 prints of ours in an entire section. He also has an entire section of our graphic novels, too, as well. So, again, this is NR1A. Josh, we got you covered for that for sign. And it'll be signed by the writer, which is Joe. And then Dave did the editing on this book, too, as well. A little bit of backstory, but as far as the Robin Hood Swarm, the annual, it is basically Robin Hood battling the Dark Queen and her horde, and they basically come through a portal with Dracula and so forth, and they're trying to basically take over all the 5 realms, and they want to start with Earth and so forth. So Robin's forced to team up with like Belle. She teamed up with the Black Knight, I believe. Not Sela, but Sky's in this too as well, which is really cool. So it's kind of a crossover issue that has a lot of our famous female characters. Van Helsing's in this too as well, which makes it really kind of cool. All right. So again, I don't want to give away too much of the story, but again, it's kind of like a crossover issue where it has probably easily all of our best female characters in Belle, Van Helsing, Robin Hood, and Sky, and Black Knight too, Peyton Parks too as well. So again, that's cover A there. All right, I'm going to go ahead and put A into the product can, which is over here. So my phone is blowing up with text messages. It's probably about our fantasy draft that we're having tonight. All right, so again, this is cover B. and cover B is by Igor Vitorino. So if you're interested in cover B, just go ahead and put it into the notes, cover B. Just put NR1B, and again, you can get it signed or just keep it unsigned. Again, keep in mind it's $7.99. The reason being is the book is actually a 70-page book, so there's over 70 pages of content. I'll see if I can go ahead and show you. There's the Dark Queen right there. A little bit of interior right there. Can you pop that cover down, Amber, so I can kind of show a little bit of interiors right there? So there's our Dark Queen right there. All right. And there's some of the interior that you see there. So again, that's cover B right there. And again, that's covered by Igor Vitorino. And if you're interested in NR1B, whether it's signed or unsigned, just go ahead and put it to the notes. The C cover to me on this book is absolutely slamming. It is Ali Garza. It's not often we put Ali Garza on a regular issue, but this one to me is just a phenomenal job by Ali Garza. Thanks, Amber. That is cover C. So if you want NR1C and you want to have it signed, again, it's $7.99. Abby, right back at you, darling. So again, this is NR1, and again, it's cover C. Try and keep in mind the book is $7.99 as you're ordering it. But again, half of the proceeds going to Wade's Comic Madness, which is my shop. That's where I go. All right. Then cover D is, whoops, I think I'm losing books over there. So cover D is Gibo Vagante. Cover D to me is easily one of the better covers out of these four. To me, they're just all slamming. I love the cover A, the Al Barnuevo. I love the Ali Garza. This one actually happens to be my favorite. To me, I would actually grab at least 3 of these bad boys. I'm a fan of all 3 of, actually all 4 of these covers. They're just all absolutely banging. So the last one being Gibo Vagante. And again, you can put in NR1D. This would be cover D as in David right there. And again, it's $7.99, whether you want to have it signed or not. Jeff, right back at you, brother. All right, so again, let's put that bad boy into the product can. We'll get on to a new book. And there it is. Jeff also has frequent flyer miles at Wade's too as well. All right, so those are the 4 covers for Robin Hood Swarm. All right, again, like I mentioned, I wanted to do Grim 51 here, but unfortunately we don't have that book in stock. So I'm going to go to a different new release. This was actually out a couple of weeks ago. This was Red Agent Beast of Belgium. All right, it's our Grim Spotlight. Basically, we're bringing back Red Agent. She's teaming up with Avril, who's a witch, and they are, I forget who they battle. I know we bring on a new character, this guy named Phoenix, who's absolutely badass. Oh, that's right. They wound up battling the Beast of Belgium and so forth. It's kind of like a myth or based on a World War I beast that was created by the Nazis in Germany to kind of battle for them. That beast winds up turning on the Germans and so forth. Story kind of gets dark and twisted as this Beast of Belgium is set in modern day and so forth. He was never disposed of like he properly should have been. All right. So again, this is cover A here. So put NR2A. This one's only a $5.99. The reason being there's only 30 pages on this one. All right. And I believe cover A is Igor Vitorino. It is. Cover A is Igor Vitorino if you're interested in that bad boy. Also, too, this one can be signed, too, as well. This one will be signed by just Joe. Actually, you know what? Joe and Dave can sign this, too. Dave did the editing on this as well. All right? So, again, Joe and Dave can sign this. If you don't want to have it signed, you certainly don't have to. It's just an option that we offer, and it's free for whether you want to have it signed or not. And, again, this is Red Agent Beast of Belgium. All right? And again, this is cover A, and again, cover A is Igor Vitorino. So if you're interested in that book, just go ahead and put it into the stream right there, NR2A. Josh, we got you covered for that. Let's go ahead and put that bad boy into the product can. See if I can get my main man Ralph to hold on to it for me. All right, and then we'll go with, this is cover B here, and cover B is Kanan White. All right, so cover B would be NR2 cover B, or it's NR2B. And again, please put signed or unsigned, and we will get it covered either way. And we'll make sure that you're covered either way. All right. So this is cover B. And the last one would actually be cover C. And cover C is Durless, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it is. It's Durless Santa Cruz. And this is what we would call our pinup cover. It's usually a cover C. A is usually our action. And then B is kind of either a combo or one or the other. But again, C is almost always the pinup style cover that we do. Sometimes we do a pinup style on cover D, like we did for the Robin Hood Annual Swarm. All right, so those are those covers for those. And that is, again, NR2. You want to put A, B, or C. There's only 3 choices on those. And again, if you want to have it signed by Joe, who's the writer, signed by Dave, who's the editor, go ahead and put it to the notes, and Diane will take care of you as far as putting that on your order. I also found out from Diane, I think we're caught up. Are we caught up 100% on VIP event and all the, so we're caught up 100%. So your orders are in there. So hopefully if you guys haven't seen your order, hopefully you haven't, maybe you haven't looked in your email. So we probably have invoiced you for it. So right now, I think all the invoices are out there. As far as when we're going to catch up on orders, I was told by Kiera just today that I would say we're probably about a week behind on orders. When we get our power knocked out on a Thursday and a Friday, and then we also have Monday off for a holiday, a 2-day weekend turns into a 5-day weekend, I can tell you right now that slows us down immensely. And August was a very busy month for us, I should say. So hang in there, and we'll get your orders out to you. Guy Rocks, look at that. Do they love you out there, dude? All right, they love you, Guy. All right, all right. So let's go to graphic novel number 1. The first graphic novel that I want to cover is The Watcher. This is easily one of my favorite Zenescopes. All right, this was written by Victoria Rao with a lot of impetus from our main man, Ralph Tedesco. All right, The Watcher is just, first of all, it's an absolutely badass. I'm hoping that we continue this into like do another volume or something like that, because this volume to me is absolutely badass. It's basically about this Catholic priest, Catholic deacon, who relocates his family into a New England home and so forth that's long been rumored to be haunted and evil and so forth. And their daughter, who's a teenage daughter, some of the kids she's going to school with, some of her classmates start disappearing and so forth. Kind of gets dark, kind of gets twisted from there. I don't want to say what kind of happens. She starts having dreams about what's going to happen and so forth. It gets really dark, really twisted. First of all, I got to show you some of the artwork to this, because to me, it's just absolutely beyond badass. Can you pop the cover off there, Amber, so I can show this something? All right, so that's just the inside cover art, just the inside cover page. The art on this by Julia Cabrera and Babasu, just absolutely beyond slamming. So again, this is The Watcher. The Watcher is only $12.99. It's basically a 3-issue series, but absolutely badass. And again, it's just a mini series. If you've never read anything by Zenescope, first of all, you can start with either of the books that I showed you earlier, whether it's the Robin Hood Annual, The Swarm, because it's a standalone story, or the Red Agent Beast of Belgium. You could buy either one of those as a standalone. If you're looking for something that's a little bit more of a completed story, The Watcher to me is an ideal way to get started with Zenescope as a reader. And again, it's just $12.99 with half of the proceeds going to Wade's Comic Madness. This to me is just absolutely badass. Only Joe would sign this bad boy, because Joe can basically sign everything we do. Joe is our fearless leader along with Ralph. If I had Ralph in-house, believe me, I would have Ralph sign this, because Ralph came up with a lot of the ideas as far as The Watcher is concerned for Victoria Rao to write. All right? All right. And some of you may recognize Victoria Rao's name from TV and screenwriting and so forth, but she writes for us too as well. So I'm going to go ahead and put The Watcher into the product can. All right, so if you're interested in The Watcher, just go ahead and put Watcher into the notes, and it shall be yours. Am I getting the glare when I let it lean like that?
It is what it is.
It's all right. It is what it is. Let's go with it. All right, so there's the one right there. The other one I want to talk about is a little bit of an oldie but a goodie. This is written by Dan Wickline. It's our Sleepy Hollow. I wanted to kind of continue with a horror theme, only because the Watcher has kind of a horror theme to it too as well. So our Sleepy Hollow is another one of my favorites. This is based on a distant relative of Ichabod Crane basically coming back to life. There's some college students. They wind up playing a prank on one of their fellow classmates. They tie him to some train tracks. The worst thing happens. He winds up getting beheaded. Turns out he is the distant relative of Ichabod Crane, and it becomes a modern-day Sleepy Hollow from there. So again, it's really dark, really twisted. And again, this one written by Dan Wickline. This one also would be signed by Joe. This one, to me, also phenomenal artwork, just on the Sleepy Hollow. All right. So again, and then this one's also $12.99 too. So if you never read anything by Zenescope, you're familiar with Sleepy Hollow, whether it's old school tales of Sleepy Hollow and so forth. But to me, this is Zenescope's reimagining of what we would do if we did a Sleepy Hollow and so forth. All right. And again, that's just $12.99 for that graphic novel. And again, to me, it's an easy way to get started with us as a company. If you've never read anything by Zenescope before, this to me is an easy volume to get started with us at $12.99. In fact, every one of the books that I'm showing you, or that I've shown you so far, can all be read as standalones. Whether you're reading The Watcher, whether you're interested in Sleepy Hollow, whether you're interested in the Red Agent Beast of Belgium, or the Robin Hood Swarm that I showed earlier. All right, so that is Sleepy Hollow. All right, so I want to get into some of the incentives, the collectibles that we're doing. Please don't put down book 1, book 2, book 3, book 4. We're going to let you know what these codes are in a moment. They're going to be in limited fashion, like always, because we only do so many, we only release so many, and so forth. For this stream, we want to try and make sure that the stores that are supporting us, that are buying our regular books, have access to the incentives first, and so forth. So we want to kind of do it in a limited fashion. So instead of book 1, we're going to make book 1. You want to go ahead and put up the image. So book 1 is September. So the month of September, I need you to spell it out. September is September. So September, it's that cover right there that you see by John Royal. Unfortunately, I don't have these physically to show you. All these covers are actually Grimm 51s. Okay, so that is the first book that we're doing. It's only $10. Just put September into the notes and it shall be yours. We're going to do 20 of these. You may only buy one. You cannot buy multiples because I'm sure more than 20 people are going to look to grab at least one of these. Looks like we have about 65 people in the stream. Thanks so much for joining us here on a Tuesday. And again, just to throw it out there, we are all in great shape. We understand that maybe like 1 or 2 of our coworkers got some water in the basement. 1 or 2 of our coworkers got maybe a little tree damage and so forth, but nothing severe. We really got lucky. Chris, myself, and Diane, we completely dodged the ramifications of this hurricane. Amber, I believe you completely dodged it too.
There was some flooding.
You got a little bit of flooding.
But I'm okay.
Were you scooping buckets of water? Were you doing your thing?
No, I'm on the 2nd floor.
All right.
My Jeep saw a little bit of damage.
A little bit?
A little bit of water stuff on my
That's
Jeep.
unfortunate.
Yes.
Right, is what it is. All right. So again, we as a company, we really got lucky. Our power got knocked out obviously on Thursday and Friday, which was unfortunate for us. I enjoy my job so much I wanted to come in, but yeah, go ahead, please.
Do you want to tell them what book this is for September?
It's Grimm 51. Yeah, so Grimm 51 is the book that you're looking at there. Again, we physically don't have them in hand. So that's why I'm kind of just showing you the image there. We're showing you the banner. So what you need to put is September. Please don't put book 1. Grimm 51 will be out tomorrow in stores. Thank you, Chuck. Grimm 51 will be out in stores tomorrow. Hopefully we'll get them in tomorrow, and we'll start distributing to some of the comic shops that buy directly from me. I'll probably start doing some rush orders. I'll be sure and zip out my fast ones. I only need one. You know the one I need. My main man Greg over at Black Cat. That's the only one I'm going to need tomorrow. I'm going to have to ship tomorrow. But hopefully we'll get those new books in tomorrow, and then hopefully we'll also get the new release for the following week too as well. Maybe they'll both come down in the same one, and we should be in good shape. Jeff, I know Jeff was worried about him. Jeff was texting me. That's another thing too. I want to throw out a shout out to a lot of our VIPs, a lot of our buyers. I probably got 5 to 6 emails, text messages. Are you guys okay? Is everything all right? Blah, 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 blah. Thank you guys so much for being concerned about us. That's very kind of you guys. I always tell them one of the people in the stream, or one of the people that watch me, we are almost like an extended family. That was very kind of a lot of people to email me to ask me if we were okay as a company. We all were. We really lucked out as a group. Again, our park where we are as far as our work, there's quite a few down trees in the area, but no damage really to the building itself. And again, we just had power loss on Thursday and Friday, so we really got lucky. Really got lucky as far as the home base of Zenescope, and again, also as far as its employees too. We really got lucky. Again, a little bit of water in basements, a little bit of water damage here and there, and stuff like that. But on the whole, we did really well. We really escaped. Luckily, knock on wood. All right, so are you writing down some extras of what you're doing?
Yes.
All right, so let's rock on. Let's go to the second one in our thing. We're gonna make second one. If you want to put up the image, and it's $20. We're gonna make the second one Paolo, which is Paolo, who is the artist on this book. So our book 2 is Paolo. Please don't put book 2 into the notes. That won't get it for you. We're only doing 20 of these bad boys also, and it's $20. This is a 250 print run that you see there. This was the backdrop that Chris used for behind him. Amber was actually just mentioning how she likes that we were using that backdrop for behind Chris, and Chris was using it himself, and it looks absolutely slamming. If you guys have never met Paolo Panalina at a convention, I highly recommend going over to see the man. He is just a bundle of joy, absolutely great guy, really funny to talk to. He talks with a really thick Italian accent. I think he can speak like literally 4 or 5 different languages. The guy's he's a character, I can tell you, Paolo. So really happy to be working with Paolo Panalina again. He did some of the work on some of our Kickstarter books for us. He did the work on this cover art too, and absolutely just knocked it out the park. Paolo, big fan of Paolo Panalina. So again, this is a 250 print run that we're only doing for $20. You guys know we normally do our 250 print runs for 25. So to me, at $20, this is an absolute steal. This book also is, Phil, you're exactly right. Very similar to Archerm. It's got a Greg Horn, Archerm type of feel to him. Paolo to me has just gotten better and better and better over the years, and hopefully we're doing a lot more covers with him. So again, Antonio, we're going to assume that you mean Paolo. Let's go ahead and put him down for one of those bad boys. As long as he's making the cut, we got you covered. So again, it's Paolo, which is Paolo Panalina, is the cover artist. Please don't put book 2. Book 2 will not get you the book. Again, we're only doing 20 of these bad boys. This is also a Grim 51. I believe it is Grim 51 L as in Larry. The first one that we showed was actually Grim 51K as in kick. I don't know if that means anything to you guys. The first one that we showed also was a limited 500 print run. This one happens to be a 250 print run that we're doing for just $20. Antonio, you're good to go, man. We got you covered, dude. Apollo, Paolo, we know what you mean, dude. We're good to go. Edward, hopefully we got you covered too as well. I can see Di is writing down some names right now as we speak. She's taking a couple of extras in there. She's going to do some underhanded stuff behind the hubby's back. He's never going to know they're gone. All right. So what we're looking to do is try and keep it around 20. All right. So that was book number 2. Do I need to give you a little bit more time, or you?
Just
Like a minute, like a something.
Yeah.
Should I tell the story about how this woman came in and started chastising Amber for being a Cowboys fan? It was really. I did not. So I don't think I did.
You did.
I did. I don't remember.
You did. Here's what happened.
Okay.
You walked in and you were like, I was talking to her, and then you
They're getting
said,
along swimmingly at this point.
I like your mask. And then
She's wearing an Eagles mask.
she turned, and then you said, but I don't think Amber would like your mask. And
That's what it was.
Why?
That's what it was.
She's like, where are you from? And I said, I'm from Scranton.
The Amber's from
She's like,
Scranton, which
oh.
happens to be in Pennsylvania.
whatever. And then what ended up happening from there is that Jay was like, oh, she's like, what is she, a Giants fan? And Jay's like,
no, much worse than that.
and that was the end of our conversation, but she was very nice.
She was like, I'm so sorry I wasted my words on you or something like that.
She literally did.
She turned on Amber like it was mean. It was downright mean, and of course I was laughing.
She was very sweet, though.
She was a sweetheart. She came in for her son, and I believe his son was like 16, 17 years old, so we gave her a couple free books to walk out with. But definitely it was hysterical. Nonetheless, it was definitely, I'm going to tell you right now, I was having fun myself.
I'm sure.
All right, so then can I? All right, so let's go to the next book in our sequence. We're going to make this one gold as in GOLD. All right, gold is book number 3. It's also the cover by Paolo Panalina. This one's a little bit more scantily clad, what we would call our naughty version. That is not the right. Is that the right cover there? Oh, that is the right cover. I think that is it.
I think it is.
I think it is. All right. So this one is actually going to be $40. We're only doing 10 of them. All right. So make sure you put gold in. We're only doing 10 of this bad boy. So try and keep in mind that we want to get these out to the comic shops that buy from us. They buy a lot of our regular books. And when they do that, they're able to hit certain levels. They're able to get to this gold level and so forth, and to capture one of these books and so forth, so that way they can sell them in their stores. We want to incentivize them to carry our covers. Wade's is such a store, as is Nankin. You guys have seen the stream that we did with Nankin, as is Ken Hooker. His shop is Comic Empire, as is Brian's too as well. And I can't remember Brian's shop, and it's bugging me now. Which one's Brian's? Brian's Comic Haven? I think it is Comic Haven. Let's go with Comic Haven. I like it. All right, so again, these are all guys that are on our Diamond Incentive plan. They have our Diamond Incentives. So again, we're only doing 10 of these bad boys. So unfortunately, it's going to sell out. It's going to sell out really quick. But again, try and keep in mind that a lot of these are going to go to our comic shops. So we want to be able to hold some back for the comic shops that buy from us that are on this program. I can see right now I'm gonna have to mute my phone. This is definitely.
I was like, who is blowing you up?
You know, it's my fantasy league, dude. All right, we're having a draft tonight. All right, we're having a draft tonight.
I know. I can't wait to witness it at the office.
I got pick number 10. Are you gonna stick around?
I'm gonna be here for a while. I gotta do some stuff.
You're gonna stick around for some of the boys. Your brother's coming in, Di.
Is he?
Your brother's coming in. The K-Man, Krysic, he's coming in. Chris Churkus will be in town. He'll be in. I'm trying to get Anthony Spey. Anthony Spey is one of our cover artists. He's actually in our fantasy league too as well. We'll have Ralph via Zoom out in Phoenix. He's out in Mark's place. Yep, we're fantasy drafting. All right, dude. We've been doing this fantasy league now for 26 some odd years. 27 actually. I think we're in our 27th year fantasy football. The one league that Joe is in, who is our fearless owner, Joe's league has been going since, I think he's over 30. They're around 32, 33 years. There's a much different league. We draft for that league on Thursday. That's touchdown only. It's much more difficult to me. But yeah, tonight we'll be doing some drafting. We'll be fantastic, and we'll be rocking and rolling. All right, Di, you ready? You can only do 10 of these, dude. Writing down 15 extra names is not going to get it done, dude. I veto that on principle. All right, dude. I know we want to get them all.
I just have to do it everybody, so I know.
Oh, you write everybody?
Yeah, just.
Are you out of your mind?
I don't know.
We're doing like 10, dude.
I don't know if I have the right cover for this next one. We'll see.
It's the Lacey.
Yeah, I can't really tell. Ralph uploaded this one. I can't tell if it's more sheer or not. So we'll find out when I pop it up.
Sheer. It's gonna have some something's on there. All right, so we're only doing 5 of this next one. We're gonna make it Wades. WADES. All right, this is the 100 print run.
Okay.
It's only $75. It is. I think it is that one.
It is that one.
Yeah, because it's that is that one because I can see it behind me actually. So you're getting some oopsies right now because we don't have a Z-rated version of this. So just put Wade's. We're only going to do 5 of these bad boys. I can see already we got like 10 people that are buying it. Di's going to write everybody down though. So I got to give her some time to write down all the Wade's. All right. So again, Wade's is $75. It is a 100 print run. Again, we're only looking to do 5 of these, but I can see Di's going to be writing down everybody because she loves everybody. What do you got? You got a fun fact?
I don't. I wanted to talk to you about your draft.
Okay, all right, come on.
I'm hurt down here.
Are you hurting?
Yeah.
Emma ran like 16
miles.
16 miles today.
Jesus.
This young lady right here, I'm super proud of her. All right? I am. Right? If I ran 16 miles, I'd have to do it over like a 5, 6, 7 day span. All right, so go ahead. What do you got on the fancy?
Well, actually, so what I'm doing this month for running is that obviously September is Suicide Awareness Month, so I'm running 100 miles for soldiers.
Awesome cause. Really awesome.
Yep. So I believe I'm 38 miles into September, and it's been 7 days of September, so I think I'm 38 miles in.
Are you gonna be wearing a costume when you run? Like there's certain people that are in the stream that want to know if you're gonna wear a costume.
It is weird.
When you run.
Doesn't it work?
Doesn't she like Amber's like always in? I want you guys to know that Amber's like almost always in costume. It could be like a cheerleader or something. It could be like
We don't know what to do. We told
model.
HR there's something going on.
Do we have an HR department? Can we contact anybody? Like Amber's always in costume. Isn't that like weird? That's kind of.
I have this costume addiction that I haven't told anybody about, and now it's been exposed to the world.
We're completely joking, all right? Amber is normal, right? Like you see,
It's a normal dress.
This
You
is a
can't
normal
tell,
house,
but
right?
It is.
Right? Amber's very
Thank
normal.
you.
All right, we want you guys to know that.
So,
comfy.
Yes.
Who are you drafting tonight? Or am I exposing you on this?
No, you can actually. So I'm pick 10.
Mm.
All right, so pick 10.
Are you a snake draft?
It is a snake draft.
Okay.
So pick 10. If Ralph, if you're listening out there, this is what I'm thinking. Pick 10 or pick 1.
Thanks,
It's gonna. Let's go. I'm saying McCaffrey's going, Kamara's going, and then Dalvin Cook. Those are probably 3 locks to me.
Mm-hmm.
4 to me is feeling like Devontae Adams from Green Bay.
Ooh.
And then I'm going Stephon Diggs, probably at 5. 6 would be, I'm going either Tyreek Hill, could be Mahomes. This is where it gets into that gray area, because once it gets past the 4 picks, Derrick Henry will be in there. Once you get past the first 4 or 5 picks, these guys could be kind of a crapshoot between like Tyreek Hill, Austin Eckler, your boy from Dallas, Zeke will definitely probably be a top 10 pick, maybe a top 50, definitely be a top 15 pick.
Diane's ready, but what the burning question I want to know is,
Who I'm drafting at 10? I really don't know.
will you draft someone from Dallas, and will it be Zeke?
Absolutely not. Zeke is getting passed on at 10 and 11.
Wow.
I'm skipping him.
What if he makes it to like 20, 29?
If he made it back around to me in the 3rd round, I would definitely scoop him.
Okay.
All right, no question. I would scoop up Zeke in the 3rd. All right, Stafford is a sleeper. Chuck, I agree with that. That's a good call right there. All right, so we want to go to the print. So the print, we are doing 25 of these bad boys. It looks like we're actually going to be able to make it in time. Even though Chris took a half hour with Wade, all right, we're actually going to be able to make this in time.
Okay, wait. Is
Chris,
this-
I'm only messing with you.
Now we're doing the hard print.
Yeah, we're doing the print. We're doing print number 1. So it doesn't matter if you don't have the
I
image.
can re-show.
All right, so print number 1, go ahead and put print number 1 to the notes. But one thing I want to kind of point out about this is it actually has the Wade's logo on it. So it is, thank you, Amber. So there's the Wade's logo right there. He has a little Captain America shield, which is absolutely badass. Wade trademark, bam. Wade's basically Captain America. I don't know if you noticed it. All right, dude. But he was wearing his Captain America outfit underneath of his shirt. This is the print. The print is $30. It's limited to 25. We're only doing 25 of these bad boys. I'll be offering these up to wholesale to Wade after the stream is done. I'm sure he's going to pick up a few. So again, the print is 30. I actually kind of stickered it, although I probably didn't need to. All you guys that are rooting for the oopsies out there. Again, it's Paolo Panalina is the artist. It's 11 by 17 that I'm holding. Just put print number 1 into the notes and it shall be yours. It's based on Grim 51. It's actually Grim 51N, which is one of those diamond retailers that we showed. That we did 5 of, the last book that we did. So again, it's 11 by 17 print that you can see there. And again, Paolo Panalina with some absolutely fantastic color too on this. And I don't know who the colorist is on this because I don't recognize the name, but I can tell you right now, I'm a big, big fan. All right. So again, that is covered by Paolo Panalina, and it is sheer. That's why it's $30. Not what we would call topless, but almost like a see-through. Put print number 1 into the notes and it shall be yours. And again, it's by Paolo Panalina. Again, fantastic cover artist that we are just more than overjoyed to work with. Another guy we're just extremely lucky to have in our stable of cover artists that we work with. We are extremely fortunate to work with Paolo. So again, this is an 11 by 17 that you see there. And again, it has the Wade's logo that you see right there at the bottom. Oops, on this side. Whoop, there it is right there. All right, it has a little Captain America shield. And that is Wade's logo for his store, which to me is absolutely badass. All right. So I want to get into the pack that we're doing. So we're doing a special pack. So try and keep in mind that the special pack is $250. So before I show you the books that are in the pack, realize that you're spending $250 to get it. To me, these are easily 3 books that would go for $100 each. The first one is a Sun Kumanaki, which is Grim Fairy Tales. Actually, I think it's one of the very first covers that Sun actually ever did with us. All right. This was a secret retailer that you can see there. The book itself is Grim 22, Grim Fairy Tales 22, and I believe it's covered G as in girl. And again, that's a secret retailer that you see there. So if you're interested in the pack, just put pack into the notes. And again, it's $250. If you want to wait for me to show you all 3 books, that might be better to go ahead and do so. And I can go a few past 3 die if you want to, but 3 is the number that we're trying to keep it at. So again, that is Grim Fairy Tales 22G, and it's covered by Sun Kumanaki. I'm also doing this bad boy by Paul Green. That'll be in there. This is another secret retailer. Thanks, Amber. That is Grim Fairy Tales 08 or issue 8, and I believe it's F as in Frank. And again, that's also a secret retailer, colored by Ula Moss. Absolutely fantastic cover by Paul Green right there. To me, both of these, the first one is a Sunko Manaki. Yes, it is, Chuck. The first one that I showed, this bad boy right here, that's a Sunko Manaki. I know, it's actually one of the very first covers that she ever did with us, which makes me wonder, as you can see, obviously, that she's gotten, to me, they're all banging, but you can tell that like kind of how her art style's grown a little bit, how she's differed a little bit, maybe over the last couple of years. This is, so Grim 22 is from 2018. So Sun's been doing covers for us for 3 years at least. I'm next to positive, if this is not the first cover that Sun has ever done for us, I know it's one of the very first, or very first few, I should say. All right, so that is Grim 22G. You also get the Paul Green too. This is Grim Fairy Tales 8. That is another secret retailer that'll also be in there. And then the last one I want to include is also a red carpet. It is also a secret retailer red carpet. I might chrome this bad boy. That'll be in your pack too as well. So you're getting all 3 of those books in your pack. This isn't a random pack. This is all 3 of those books will definitely be in there. All right. So all 3 of those books, the Sunko Manaki, the Paul Green, and then this last one, this Mike Chrome that I'm showing you there, which is a red carpet. To me, each of these books are easily worth $100 to $150 a piece. So at $250 to me makes this pack an absolute steal. So last couple of things that I want to talk about. Amber's got New Comic Wednesday tomorrow. Are you talking about Grim 51?
Yeah, I am.
Grim 51.
Amber, yeah.
So I need you guys to join us tomorrow, 3 p.m., New Comic Wednesday. Hopefully we'll actually have the book in hand. If we don't have the book in hand, do you got a plan for what you're doing?
I just show the images on
just show the images on the thing and stuff like that. Just show the covers, talk a little bit about the book. So I need you guys to tune in tomorrow for New Comic Wednesday for Grim 51. And then you can get it through our web store. You can get it at Wade's. You can get it at any of the numerous comic shops that buy from us. Some of the fantastic shops that all carry Zenescope, and we are lucky to have those guys. Chris, if you're ready to take it away, I'm ready to turn it over to you.
All right, thank you.
I can't believe we're actually
We're over time.
That's
That's my bad.
Chris,
Party doesn't
I'm
end
messing with you.
here.
I love when you
And we love Wade. I mean, you see how big Wade's store was? You could get through all of it.
freaking awesome, dude. That's your spot, isn't it?
Yeah.
You and Jeff?
Yeah, man.
It's
Wade's
my spot too.
Wade's is great. Wade, I know you're hanging out in the comment section. Thank you so much for being our special guest. And we're making all the money for you because we love your store. We want to keep you going. Delta's coming back, so I know that that's affecting some of your tabletop gaming events. So anything to give back to those stores and the community as well. So we're at the end of the stream. I have some housekeeping and some announcements. Today is Nia Rufino's birthday. Nia Rufino, she's amazing. She's a very, very talented artist and colorist. She's done a ton of work for us over the years. So shout out to Nia, wherever you are. Happy birthday. We hope you're safe and well and celebrating in epic style. We have some very, very exciting news. Amber posted an update about this earlier today or yesterday. We have a special haunted house attraction in the works. So we've been partnering with Fright Factory, and they're working on a special Zenescope themed haunted house. It's going to be, I think, the first weekend's like September 24th to the 26th.
Yeah, they'll be featuring a couple of our characters, and we'll announce the characters soon.
Hell yeah. So if you like haunted houses and spooky stuff like we do, and you want to celebrate epic style this month, stay tuned for more details. Again, Zenescope themed haunted house featuring our characters is coming up. So stay tuned. Like we said before, NCW with Amber tomorrow, 3 p.m. If you missed out on the last week's one, tune in, or it's still on our wall. Amber was talking about Robin Hood Annual, the Swarm, really fun time, and reviewing Grim 51 tomorrow. Yes, Movie Club. Movie Club is happening September 24th, like the last Friday of the month at 6 p.m. So it's gonna be so awesome. Mars Attacks, cannot wait. So tune in. You can watch the movie on Netflix. I found out it's on Netflix over the weekend, so it's very easy to watch. So tune in, very exciting. And if you missed out on the Lost Boys Movie Club event, it's still on the wall. Great, great time. Our virtual superhero con is so close. It is September 16th to 17th. It's going to be an awesome 2-day event. Cannot wait. So thank you for throwing out the banner. We have the times there. There's going to be brand new exclusives, special guests, special programming. So you don't want to miss out. Mark your calendar, set your alarms. And last but not least, again, thank you so much for all the fun messages from all the fans, making sure we're okay. And we love you. You're the best fans. And you're supporting us and you're supporting Wade's Comic Madness. That is it for our retail live stream. Keep on supporting brick and mortar shops, and we'll see you.